Assalamualaikum and good morning. We are from Group 5 and today we are excited to present our case study about Woolworths Company. Our group member consists of Haja, Sabrina, Nick, Lukman, Fatin and Satrio. Next, I would like to present about the company background. Woolworths is a leading retailer that operates in Australia and New Zealand. It was founded in Sydney in 1924 as a variety store and has since expanded into the New Zealand market. Over the 20th century, Woolworths experienced consistent growth and diversified its operation before restructuring in 2012 to focus solely on supermarket. The company operates in a competitive environment and must continually implement growth-enhancing initiatives to maintain its position as a market leader. Woolworths, as a large retail company, faces several challenges in its operation, which is organizational structure. One of the issues that the company faces is a complex organizational structure that may not clearly define the responsibility and the divisional heads to both insider and outsider. This can lead to confusion and miscommunication within the organization, which can impact its overall efficiency and effectiveness. Next is competition. Another challenge that Woolworths faces is intense competition from rival retailers such as Coles and Aldi. This company offers similar products and services and can attract customers with lower prices and better quality. This competition can put pressure on Woolworths to reduce its prices and improve its offering, which can impact its profit margin. The company has four main business segments, which is Australian Food, New Zealand Food, Big W, and Endeavour Group Drinks and Hotel. This segment offers a diverse range of products and services catering to the needs of customers in the country.
Let's move to the mission statement analysis. Due to unclear mission statement from Woolworths, the author has proposed their missions, but it is incomplete because of lacks three components, which are number 5, number 7, and number 8. Because of that, we have proposed new mission statements with complete 9 components.
Next, we go to the financial ratio analysis. Financial ratio analysis is a method of evaluating a company's financial performance by comparing various financial aspects of the business, such as liquidity, profitability, activity, leverage, and growth. Key financial ratios that are commonly used include the current ratio, quick ratio, debt to equity ratio, return on equity, and gross margin. A company with strong ratios in these areas typically indicates a financially healthy business, while weak ratios may suggest financial trouble. We can observe from this table that Woolworths has certain weak measures, such as its liquidity ratios. The poor ratios will have a detrimental impact on Woolworths, since they might signal to potential lenders and investors that the business is at danger of making untimely payments or defaulting on its debt. This may make it more difficult for the business to get funding or lead to the higher interest rates. In order to obtain a true picture of the company performance, it is important to keep in mind that interpreting ratios is not a standalone analysis and must be done in conjunction with other financial analysis and industry performance.
Okay, next the internal factor evaluation matrix. The average total weighted score is 2.63. This demonstrates how well organized the internal situation is, given that it is above average. Woolworths is clearly doing a good job of addressing its main internal issues. The outcome shows the company's strong performance and its wealth of strength in contrast of its flaws.
Based on the Rio analysis, we can say that Woolworths is at the level of competitive parity for these two resources, management and environmental sustainability. This shows that the source is not rare, can be easily imitated, and doesn't give Woolworths a long-term competitive advantage over its rivals. Woolworths has a temporary competitive advantage in terms of resources, financial position, services, and brand or reputation. This shows that the resources is rare, easy to copy, and needs to be improved if Woolworths want to keep a long-term advantage over its competitors. Market share and regional location are two of Woolworths' major assets and a crucial source of its ongoing competitive advantage. As a grocery store with more than 3 locations, Woolworths expands its market share and gains greater influence. Now the market leader, Woolworths, is aggressively competitive with its competitors.
Next, for the Porter 5 force analysis. For this analysis, I will only provide one evidence for each case. Moving along for the first case, rivalry among competing firms, which is high. The evidence for this case is that The company is part of the highly competitive grocery business in Australia, with its top rival being Coles. Woolworths has several rivals, some of them are Coles, Drake's, and Harris Farm Markets. Next, the potential entry of new competitors, which is low. The evidence is that online sales for Coles and Woolworths grew in excess of 30% in 2020. Woolworths has a lower rates of new entrants because it holds a huge market shares and achieve economics of scales. Next, potential development substitutes products and service, which is moderate. The evidence is that Woolworths owns 999 supermarket stores in Australia, 181 stores in New Zealand, and also its own online platforms. The major threat for supermarket retailers is the emerging of smaller grocery stores and online stores, which has been mitigated by opening its own online platforms and smaller grocery stores. Moving along, the bargaining power of supplier, which is high. Woolworths is currently revamping their food offering to provide customers with a more varied selection of healthy and fresh meal. Woolworths can optimize supply chains management to reduce costs associated with transportation and warehousing. The last case is bargaining power of consumers, which is high. The evidence is that there was a trend during 2020 of customers shopping more locally at smaller stores. This shows that buyers want to spend as little money as possible to get the greatest product on the market.
Next, we go to the EFE metric. Based on the table, the EFE metric score of 2.59 for Woolworths indicates that the company's strategies are well set to capitalize on opportunities and defend against threat. However, they must take further effort to remain capable of addressing external concern. The majority of customers use their points for cashback in food stores, which represent Woolworths' biggest opportunity. The epidemic negatively impacted Woolworths' performance significantly. Due to the outbreak, the administration has shuttered hotels and clubs.
According to the competitive profile matrix, Woolworths' main competitors with the identified essential success criteria are Coles and Aldi. We may view the overall score as follows. Woolworths received a 3.04 score, while Coles received a 2.93 score and Aldi received a score of 2.57. It demonstrates that Woolworths is leading and Coles and Aldi are following. Woolworths' score is one of the highest compared to its competitors because its market share is too high at 37%. Woolworths only outperform in terms of product quality, management, customer loyalty, and market share. They need to improve the score of the other factors so that Woolworths can get a better score and be the best grocery store in Australia.
So now, I'll be presenting the SWOT metric section. Firstly, SO. Put the plant-based foods at main attraction place for customers easy to navigate, which I took from S1009. So, the strategy that involved is related diversification. Next, employ personal shoppers for customers who are unable to go to the store physically. I took from S805. The strategy that involved is differentiation. For the WO, providing feedback form on the website after reaching out Woolworths to value the customers. It took from W304. So the strategy that involved is related diversification. Next, spend more healthy foods to gain more sales. From the W5, 03 and 09. The strategy that involved is product development. While for the ST, firstly, improve marketing level products so that the brand will be well known, which I took from S4 and T2. The strategy that involved is market development. Secondly, choose food suppliers that offer high quality products, which I took from S10 and T1. The type of strategy is product development. So the last SWOT matrix is WT. Firstly, improve organizations to make relationship better in the company, which I took from W3 and T4. The type of strategies that involve is forward integration. And secondly, reduce unnecessary expenses during pandemic and cut off cost of labor, which I took from W6 and T3. The type of strategy that involve is retrenchment.
Next, space matrix. Based on the value, Woolworths is in a competitive position which located between the SP and IP. It means that the company has some competitive advantage with limited financial strength in a high growth industry. Strategies that Woolworths might use include market penetration, market development, and product development.
So now, I'll proceed with BCG metrics. The Australian food business of Woolworths has the largest sales compared to other divisions, which indicates that it is the market leader in Australia for food retail. As a result, this section
we use the right strategy, like a horizontal integration method. Secondly, for New Zealand food, the supermarket industry is similarly seen as being led by Woolworths. Because of this, using a horizontal integration approach can aid it in reducing competition. For the Big W, although it is only contributes a minor amount to Woolworths' sales, this division has enormous potential. As a result, this section should not be cut out and should instead be combined with the appropriate approach, which consists a market penetration strategy. Endeavour Beverage has performed well, so the market penetration strategy may be able to assist for the greater market share and control over the relevant segment. The devastator strategy has been used for this division, which is hotels. This is due to Woolworth's dominance in the groceries industry, which also happens to be its major revenue stream.
The Australian food and Endeavour drink segments are included inside the grow and build section of the IE matrix. Although this is a solid position, Woolworths must use market development methods to attract non-buyers in its current market. Woolworths may providing free trials, emphasizing content marketing, advertising, and experimenting with pricing. The New Zealand food and Big W segment in the IE matrix are in the hold and maintain position. Woolworths may use a market penetration strategy in its region since it produces high profit. As a result, Woolworths must engage in extensive marketing and promotion, such as broadcasting advertisement on television and YouTube. In addition, the hotel sector is in the harvest or diverse position on the IE matrix. Woolworths could consider reducing the number of staff in this area to better optimize company expenses since present market conditions do not favor the hotel segment.
This is the summary result for Woolworths Company. For IFE, analyze the internal factor of a company and the average total weighted score for Woolworths is 2.63. For EFE, analyze the external factor of a company and the average total score for Woolworths is 2.59. For CPM, analyze the critical success factor of a company and compare the score of Woolworths, Coles and Aldi. Woolworths' total score is 3.04, Coles is 2.93 and Aldi is 2.57. 5 forces Porter model analyze the level of competition in a particular market and indicate that the level of competition is high in terms of rivalry among competing firms, potential entry of new competitor, bargaining power of supply and bargaining power of consumer. But the level of potential development of substitute product and service is moderate. Space metric is a tool used to evaluate a company position in the market. Woolworths has received a score of negative 0.89. BCG metric categorizes a company product portfolio into different categories such as stars, dot and other than that. Woolworths has been categorized as a star, which represents horizontal integration. For IE metric, categorize a company product portfolio into different categories based on the company internal and external factor. Woolworths has been categorized as a star, which represents product development.
Next, Woolworths Company is located at Quadrant 1, which have strong market position and may increase its market share. In this position, will be less risky than other quadrants. The strategies that have been used in this company are market development by opening new stores, entering new distribution channels, or e-commerce. Next strategy is market penetration, which identify new opportunities to get high growth potential and invest marketing and branding to create awareness about their products.
Okay, this is QSPM metric. It combines the result of a SWOT analysis. As we can see the first slide, there are opportunity and threats. And for the next key factor is strength. Lastly, weakness. It combines the SWOT analysis with decision criteria to arrive at the prioritized list of strategies. Woolworths has a variety of options for improving and growing. Increasing advertising, offering more discount and voucher, or selecting high-quality food supplier are three key areas examined in the QSPM. According to the QSPM analysis, increasing advertising in all stores is the clear winning strategy, receiving a score of 5.19, significantly higher than offering more discount and voucher for the product, which received a score of 4.67. The lowest score was 4.15 for selecting food supplier who provide high quality product. Increasing advertising is considered the most effective way to drive growth and improve performance, as it has the potential to reach a wider audience, build brand awareness, and drive sales. Overall, advertising is considered a clear winning strategy as it can lead to long-term growth and sustainable results.
Let's move to the strategies implementation by Woolworths. First, market penetration. Due to Woolworths had to face unclear organization structure related to marketing, they need to improve their promotional efforts in advertising to attract new target market. Next, market development. By this strategy, Woolworths need to increase more outlets where the product sold. It also helps the company to gain new leads and opportunities among the competitors. The last one is product development. Due to Woolworths had to face significant competition related to pricing, they should implement efficient ways to differentiate themselves from rivals by developing more catalogs that focus to cultural importance. The catalog has not only gained customers' awareness about the offers and deals, but also lead them to aware about the product value. Woolworths also need to provide discounts and half-price items to compete with the rivals.
For the conclusion, the case analysis report is an attempt to analyze the current strategy of Woolworths and suggest practical advances that a company can make for improvement in the future. Given this company is a leading industry in food retail, it still has some weaknesses to be improved to control their issues that related to unclear organizational structure and competition with rivals. Therefore, by putting all of the plans into action, whether they are short-term or long-term, the Woolworths firm will continue to expand and strengthen all of the identified shortcomings. This is to ensure that the Woolworths Company remains one of the global leaders in the retail industry. That's all from us. Thank you.